Welcome back, one and all. Welcome all to another episode of the Naba For Real Though podcast. Once again, I am your host, Famo Goodlove, and I have a real fact. Alaska is the most northern, western, and eastern U.S. state. Okay, I get northern and western, but it just isn't eastern. I don't, I don't get it. But I'll look it up later. But regardless, nah, but for real though, welcome back to another episode. Um, I hope y'all have been doing well. Um, Elon Musk and Trump are running the country. I know it isn't official, but it's official. Oh yeah, the real fact was brought to you by Snapple. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. Hashtag not an ad, but could be. But yeah, nah, but for real though, as I said before, Trump and Elon are running America now. It's not official, but it's pretty official. Unfortunately, we live in a time where ridiculousness is is the norm in this country, right? It's bad enough that Trump is president, but now he wants to. Well, he's working with Elon Musk, oh, and Trump sides with Putin. So there's that. Um. So yeah. A lot of things are happening right now. Um, but yeah. Oh yeah. Not to mention the fact that was it. Not only does Trump want to put tariffs on Canada and and every other country's imports, I think. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but I think that's what's happening. But also, apparently, Trump wants Canada to become part of the U.S., which that just there's just no feasible way that will ever happen. Talking about make Canada a country, like what? Focus on your own country first. Now, yeah, uh, so apparently, oh yeah. On top of that, Trump's Dogecoin made millions like when he was elected. But now it's crashed. So the millionaire is no longer rich. So yeah, there's that. Um, that's too bad, honestly. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't care about fake money. I care about real money. And as far as I'm concerned, Dogecoin, digital money is fake money. That's just me being honest. But that's beside the point. Um, so this article says the world's richest man dominated the agenda of Trump's first 6 weeks in office, literally wielding a chainsaw as a symbol for cutting the government spending. Okay. Musk bragged about feeding the U.S. Agency for uh, internal international development into the wood chipper. Okay. Okay. Clearly, well, okay, that's fine. Um, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's happening. Um, in other news, for those who care, um, apparently Pope Francis was uh was at one point in imminent danger. This is what a Vatican source said, and as of yesterday, actually, he's no longer in imminent danger. Which, I mean, that's always a good thing. Uh, I don't want anyone to be in imminent danger, or it's preferred that people stay healthy, no matter who you are. So yeah. Um. Oh yeah. I feel like I should talk about this. But so Casey Anthony was on TikTok. Yeah. Casey Anthony was on TikTok, and she was basically um saying, well, I don't know what she was saying. I didn't watch the video or listen to it, but yeah. Um, for those of you who don't know, Casey Anthony is basically a woman who was acquitted for the death of her daughter. I believe she was 4, if I'm not mistaken. And apparently she was facing backlash, um, which is, I mean, it is what it is. Like, um, I feel, well, this is just my personal opinion, but just like with how how OJ was acquitted, OJ should have stayed quiet. OJ should have like kept a low radar, but unfortunately he didn't. Casey Anthony also should keep a low profile. and not be talking on TikTok saying whatever she's saying. But that's just me personally. Um so yeah, there's that. Now, on to more pressing matters. So, on February 28th, there's basically supposed to be a major blackout. No, not blackout, boycott. So basically, since a lot of major companies are getting rid of DEI programs, they're getting boycotted. So among among the companies are Target and Amazon. There will be others, but as of now, those are the ones that I can think of that are happening. Um, yeah, so a lot of things are happening. Boycotts are happening, and well, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did like get some stuff from Amazon, and they were delivered on February 28th. So yeah, um, but but as of now, I'm not ordering on Amazon. I don't order that much from Amazon, to be honest. Anyways, to be honest. So yeah, as a black man, I will be part of the boycott. I don't really order from Amazon anyway. However, Invincible on Amazon Prime is fire. Fire. This season of Invincible is fire. I'm just being honest. But yes, I'm willing to boycott. So, yes. What else? What else? What else? Let me see. Oh, what else is going on? Oh yeah. At the same time, a lot of things are happening. Uh, there is, I don't know if there still is, but at one point there was an impending like government shutdown, which I mean, like government shutdowns are like candy, like like they're basically part of the norm at this point. Like, actually, you know what? You know what? Government shutdowns are like uh are like plane crashes now. They're basically part of the norm. Plane crashes and school shootings. They're all part of the norm. Now it just they just it just takes some getting used to be honest. You know. Speaking of plane crashes, there was one that happened again in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. plane crash. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, there was a small plane crash that happened in Pennsylvania. A small plane a small plane crashed in Pennsylvania on Sunday afternoon, and there were 5 people on board. Now, fortunately, no one was hurt. No one was hurt on the ground. Okay, and as far as we know, all the passengers survived. Thankfully, I'm glad they survived. But like, yeah, but the but the plane did explode, which I don't know. I think because there's fire. This plane is on fire. Jeez, what is going on with all these plane crashes? I really don't know. But yeah, let me see. So yeah, a lot is happening and a lot has happened. Oh well. Now it's time for some would you rathers, I guess. Would you rather? Would you rather have a list of everyone who has ever been in love with you, or have a list of everyone who has ever absolutely hated you? I want to spread love, not hate, so I'll have a list of everyone who has ever been in love with me. Which, I mean, to be fair, it's not that many people, so yeah. Would you rather have your parents' approval of your partner or have your friends' approval of your partner? Honestly, I'm Nigerian, so I have to have my parents' approval. Yeah, it is what it is. Would you rather get drunk from one drink? Nah, super lightweight, or never get drunk no matter how much, never get drunk no matter how much you drink. Because getting drunk from one drink, that's super lightweight. Would you rather be called pretty or be called smart? Be called smart. And on that note, we will move on to the FMLs. The first FML. Today at work, my mouse cursor kept randomly moving all over the screen and messed up an entire day's attempted work. As I was leaving, I overheard one of my coworkers saying he'd plugged a wireless mouse adapter into my computer and had been trolling me all day. Damn. FML. Damn. Your life sucks. Today we had to turn off the water due to a massive leak in the kitchen sink that the plumber was currently fixing. I managed to wait 2 hours before my uncooperative digestive tract said it couldn't wait any longer and had to take a mega dump in the bathroom. I couldn't flush the toilet or wash my hands. Yikes. FML. Your life sucks. Today I had the abortion my husband and I agreed on. After multiple forms of birth control failed, his family somehow found out and now they're all mad at us for not telling them I was ever pregnant with a child we never wanted and took precautions to avoid creating. Yeah, your life sucks. Y'all don't deserve that. Okay, time for some spicy ones. Today I found out my wife has been sleeping with one of my employees. Oh. Now I can divorce her with no problem. As you should. But turns out I can't fire him for personal reasons because he's in the union. That means I have to work every day with a man who has been inside the woman I shared marriage vows with. Damn. Your life sucks. Today, my 5-year-old son told me that while I was at work, Daddy was blowing up Aunt Heather's balloons. When I talked to my husband about this, he hastily told me it was for her birthday party. Her birthday is in July. Nice save. Not. Damn. GG's. Today, my new husband told me his ex is 10 weeks pregnant from having chapter closing sex before getting married. He said he wasn't expecting this to happen because he had used a condom. He always told me he fervently hated his ex. Our honeymoon and wedding is last week was over $50,000, which is non-refundable. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, that's a total waste of money. Oh well, it is what it is. HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost. Okay. Where should we start? Where should we start? Where should we start? Let me see. Where should I start? Okay. Jeannie Garth Jeannie Garth has 3 words for Shannon Doherty's Oscar snub. Halle Bailey's son has the most adorable reaction to his mom's role in The Little Mermaid. Kim Kardashian makes rare comments about first divorce at 21. Meg the Stallion fans disgusted by racist interview at Oscars after party. Gabrielle Union addresses wild backlash over 50-50 financial split with husband Dwayne Wade. Oh, they split up. That's unfortunate. Well, I hope y'all um uh do well for yourselves. Cause damn. Drew Barrymore's cheeky comment about Prince Harry has Meghan Markle blushing. Kate Hudson reviews how she recently feels about being labeled a rom-com queen. Legendary punk rocker turns Nazi punk's "fuck off" into anti-Trump anthem. Jimmy Kimmel delivers brutally honest reality check over Trump's biggest promise. Lady Gaga reveals the ultra direct question she asks her fiance on their first date. Stephen A. Smith explains viral courtside confrontation with LeBron James. The reviews of With Love, Meghan are scathing, but they're missing this blatantly obvious point. Jessica Simpson alludes to unholy matrimony in new song after split from Eric Johnson. Real Housewives star Teddy Mellencamp says her doctors found more brain tumors. Oh. Prayers out to you and your husband. Kennedy Center's new shows take a super Trumpian turn in brutal spoof. Logan and Jake Paul are getting a TV series on Max. One nobody asked for. Jimmy Fallon suggests the next country for Trump to take over, and it's a doozy. Dolly Parton's new song is a tearful tribute to late husband Carl Dean. R.I.P. to Carl Dean. He will be missed. Oh shit, Daily Show Trump. Oh shit, Daily Show Trump trade war joke takes a very dark turn. And with that being said, this has been another episode of the Naba For Real Though podcast. Thank you all for listening in. And I have to go to bed right now. And with that being said, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Bye. But wait, before I go, I almost forgot. Always remember that life is pain, life is painful, and yet life is too short to be serious 24/7. So smile sometimes. And with that being said, this has been your boy Famo Good Love. Follow me on IG at greenmachine_23. That's on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, because I'm not calling it X. TikTok and Twitter. Follow me at Famo Good Love _23. Let me just make sure that's what it is. Yeah, on Twitter it's Famo _Good Love 23. And that's on Twitter and on TikTok as well, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, go follow me on both of those platforms. And again, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Yeah. And so with that being said, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.